Hey guys, welcome back to another Zyra video. Today I'm going to show you guys the advanced way to optimize your computer. Last video guide was just the basic guide for my server, link down in the description. That is my tweak server if you guys want to join that. So today's video I'll show you guys how to do the advanced, because people just like advanced tweaks and it costs $5 and nobody wants to pay that. But as you guys know, I'm not gonna make you guys wait any longer, so let's just get right into it. So the first step, so go over to Windows, so Windows plus I. And then we're gonna go into the settings. And then we're gonna go to System, Display. Make sure that your display is at the highest refresh rate possible. Then we want to go over to Bluetooth and devices. If you don't use any Bluetooth, just turn this off. I don't personally, so I'm gonna turn that off. Personalization, go on background. Make sure go to contrast themes, turn this off. Now turn this on and then turn both of these off. Then turn it off. Then go back to personalization. Then we want to go to themes. That's good. And then we're gonna go here. Turn off transparency effects. Then we want to turn off these two. Then we want to go to startup. You just want to go through these and see what you want your computer to start up with. Me personally, I like to have all of them off because I don't really care. But yeah, now we're gonna go over to gaming, game bar. Make sure both of these are off. If you only have the game bar option, just turn that off. It doesn't really matter here. Go back to gaming, captures. Some people have like settings in here. Turn all of those off. Then we want to go to graphics. Then we want to go to Fortnite. And then high performance RTX 3050. And then there you go. But yeah, this video is just made for any game. But if you don't, if for example, if you don't have the game that you want here, let me show you guys how to get it. So for a Steam game, we want to go over to Steam. So let me pull this up. Give me like 2 seconds. Hold on. So yeah, we want to go to Steam. And what you want to do, for example, let's say if I want, I don't know, Call of Duty, manage. And we want to go to browse local files. And then copy the path. Then go back into your settings. Add desktop app. Then press right here on this little sidebar. Paste that in. Then you want to look for the card right here, cod.exe, and add. And go here. And go there. And for Epic Games, it's almost the same process. We want to go over to Epic Games. And then press these three little dots. Manage. Here. And Fortnite game, binaries, 164. Copy the path. And then just paste it in like usual. So you want to go here, boom. Make sure it's Fortnite client or Win64 shipping.exe. And then it will add there. Now we're gonna go over to advanced graphics settings. Make sure that hardware accelerated GPU scheduling is on. Then we want to go over to privacy and security settings. General, turn all of these off. Speech, turn these off too. Turn this off. If you use speech, keep that on. If you like feedback from Windows and see whatever you're doing, keep this on. But this is just for feedback, and that's gonna add a lot more of debloat in the background. And while you're sending a report to Windows, so now we're gonna go to Windows updates. Make sure that you're to the latest Windows update. Then wait for that to finish. Then as you guys can see, we're in the latest Windows update. So we want to go now to advanced options. Then turn all of these off. Now we're done with the basic Windows settings. So hold on, I'm gonna close all of this real quick. All right. So now for Fortnite, If you guys are gonna play this for Fortnite, I'm pretty sure most of you are. But if you're not, this is fine. If you are on a Epic Games, you'll want to go over here and copy this launch options right here. I'm gonna leave this in the link in the description. You guys don't have to do it one by one, but it's limit a client licks. Ticks. Use all available cores, NOSPLASH, and full screen. Now we're gonna copy this. Go over to Steam. And let's say I want it for COD. We're gonna go to browse logo files. Wait, no, my bad. We're gonna go over to properties. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, launch options, and put it just like this. Now, next step is go to Chris Titus. I talk about this in every single video because this is a really great tool. You should definitely use and try out. Now we're going to go over to PowerShell. Now we're going to put in the paste in there. Paste it in. My bad, I just woke up, so I might be saying some like crazy shit on accident. Then this shit's gonna fucking load up, tweaks, press on standard. Now you want to do, oh, he added some new stuff. Okay, I like this. So, Adobe debloat, Brave debloat, Edge debloat, disable background apps, disable full screen optimizations, disable IPv6. I prefer IPv4 over IPv6. Disable Treader, disable recall, disable Microsoft Copilot, disable notification / straight calendar, set display for performance, remove OneDrive, that's pretty much it. All right, now we're gonna just press run tweaks. We want to go back to the PowerShell right here and just give it a second. Pretty sure it's on this tab. Yeah, it's on this tab. So now I'm just gonna wait until this is done. So I'll be right back with you guys right after this is done. So now it'll say tweaks are finished. So now we're gonna close all of this. Okay. All right. Now we're gonna go over to. Hold on. Let me remember real quick. We're gonna go over to NVIDIA control panel. For AMD users, real quick, for AMD users, I made another video about this on the basic guide. I think it was the last video before this one. Then I'm pretty sure I used an AMD GPU on that one, so just go on there. All right, so let's open up NVIDIA control panel. If it wants to load. All right, guys, I'll be right back with y'all until I get this shit to load. Hold on, give me a second. All right, we got it to open. So if that same problem happened to you guys, just restart your computer. Just press on here, then a restart. But I already did it. All right. We're gonna go over to adjust image settings with preview. Then we're gonna go to use preference empathizing. Put this all the way down. If it's on quality, it's gonna be the most quality possible, and then that's just gonna lower your FPS and latency. So we're gonna put that all the way down to performance. Use the advanced 3D image settings. We're gonna check that. Take me there. All right. It's only gonna be a couple settings. All right. If you guys want, you guys to just copy my settings. I'm gonna go down real slowly. So give me a second. All right. So those are the settings. So really, the only ones that are necessary is the. All right. Let me go through these real quick. Low latency mode. Put that on on. Rendering GPU. Put that on NVIDIA GeForce, then your graphics card. Power management mode. Preferred maximum performance. Shader cache size. Put that on 10 gigabytes. Texture filtering quality. High performance. Vertical sync off. And that's pretty much it. All right. Now we're going to go over to adjust desktop size and position. Now, this is where it gets a little bit tricky. Well, not really tricky, but it gets pretty concerning, but it's whatever. So really here, full screen, GPU, check this, put this to your resolution. I use a custom one. I use 1728 x 1080. I put 240 because that's my max refresh rate. And then yeah, just apply it. All right, now we're gonna do one of the most necessary things. We're gonna go over to settings, then apps, then install the apps. So here we're just gonna uninstall the apps that you don't use. I already went through this a lot of times, but yeah, here just uninstall apps that you don't use. And all these Microsoft Visual C++ things that you guys see here, do not delete these, including the Microsoft Server Speech and all of this, and game input and all of that. Don't delete any Microsoft stuff except Outlook, except Microsoft Teams and OneDrive, etc., etc. But yeah, don't delete any of these because you won't be able to play any games. Yeah. All right. Next step. If you are getting, let's say, like bad FPS and you want even more than you're getting now, this is the like one of the best things we've used to get. We're gonna press on the start menu, MSI Afterburner. We're gonna download that. We're gonna go on the website right here, Afterburner MSI. Then download it. I already have it downloaded. Just set it up, and whenever it asks you to, I think MSI Afterburner Norton, gaming, uncheck Norton, so you don't have to download that, and you're only downloading MSI. All right, now we're gonna go over to MSI Afterburner. Then now, this is all just personal preference, but what I like to use is these right here. So, the fan speed, I like to put it on 60. I don't know why it's on 61, but it's whatever. Temp and power limit, put that to the max. Now, these two right here, you're gonna have to play around with it. Start at 75 and go up. So as soon as you can't go up anymore, go up by like 5 or 10, up to you. And whenever your game starts crashing, put it down to 5, and that's the minimum you could do. So do that for both. My max memory is 215, and my max core is 203. So now whenever you do that, just press save and press that right there. Now what you want to do, just press this right here. And then we want to go over to start with Windows. Then we're going to go over to OK and apply. Oh, sorry, my bad. My mic was muted. My bad. My fan was going crazy for a second. That was my fan in the background. My bad. All right. So now what we're gonna do? We're gonna go over to fan, enable identified software automatic fan control. So here, just copy these right here. What I'm using. Now, as soon as you do that, just uncheck that. Press apply and OK. All right. I was going to minimize that. Now, we're going to go over to services. So, this is really the last step of the video and one of the longest steps. I don't really like myself, but it's just really necessary. But we're going to go down to all the Windows stuff. So first, or actually, no, there's a start at the top, actually. So we're going to go through these together. So let's see. All right. So now we're going to look for, let me see. I kind of forgot what the name was. Let me look for it. All right, it's whatever. Never mind. All right. So we're going to start off. Okay, if you're a fax user, disable this. Gaming services, turn that on. Keep those on. If you already have it on, don't mess with it. We're gonna go over to, let's see. Now we're gonna go down to the Windows stuff. I'm just pressing W. All right, wallet. If you use Windows Wallet, disable that. I mean, if you don't use it, disable it. My bad. Let's see. If you use a work folder, keep that on. If you use a workstation, keep that on. I use those personally. Let's see. But we're trying to go through this real quick, so I'm gonna go through each one. So this might take a long time, so just skip over to the next step. I'm gonna put the timestamp on the screen so you can just go straight to it. All right. So let's go through the necessary things here. Let's see. So basically, here is just getting some stuff and processes that you don't want to run in the background and or causing you to get more lag and input delay and sending more reports to Windows. But yeah, really when you do that is pretty much it. But yeah, just go through those. Make sure you know what it is. If you don't know what it is, leave it alone. But yeah, we're gonna X out. All right, now we're gonna go over to advanced system settings. Now we're gonna go over to performance settings, then adjust for best performance, and just enable what I'm checking. So smooth edges over screen fonts. And we're gonna go with show thumbnails instead of icons. And that's pretty much it. Now apply and OK. Okay. All right, now we're gonna go over to CMD. Run as admin. All right, now we're gonna two servers, Google and Cloudflare. So we're gonna go to ping. So this is gonna be the Google server. So right there's a Google server. We're going to press enter. Let's give it a second. So my average ping on the Google server is 13. You want to keep your eye on this. I'm getting 13 ping averagely. So now we're going to go to ping, and then it's going to be the Cloudflare server. So 1.1.1.1. Let's see if there's any difference. So we're both getting on the 13. So we just want to see which one is the lowest on the other ones. So Cloudflare is just barely better. As you can see, minimum is 13 on the Google server, minimum is 12, maximum is 15, and they're both are ping. So my best one is Cloudflare. This is to be an everyday use every time, guys. So, because the ping does change sometimes, but it doesn't have to be every day. Just every once in a while. So, mine's Cloudflare. If yours is Google, I'll show you as well how to do it. So, we want to go to Control Panel, Network and Internet, Network and Sharing Center. See, if you don't have an Ethernet cable, it's whatever. You don't have to. If you have Wi-Fi, just press right here and follow my same steps. Properties. Then disable Internet Protocol version 6 and Internet Protocol version 4. So my best one is Cloudflare. That's what I put on mine. So for Google users, I mean for the people that are better on Google, here's the Google DNS server is 8.8.8.8. Now the second part is 8.8.4.4. Then OK and OK. For Cloudflare, same steps, but it's different numbers. So we're delete all of that. And then for the Cloudflare is 1.1.1.1, the 1.0.0.1. Then OK. Then close. All right. Now, really the last step is just to restart your computer and load up your game. If you guys have any questions, please ask me in the comments or in the Discord server. I will try to respond to you as fast as possible. But yeah, we're gonna end the video right here. Peace.